bush on one side and then bush on the other. He has to pick which side to defend. Remember, he has no building. Neither of those cards are going to defend the bush. I repeat, neither of those cards are going to defend the bush. My boy doesn't know how to defend the card just yet. And they both connect, and they both connect. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Ooh, what's up, gamers? It's Jerky here, and today we're going to be using one of the craziest decks I have ever played on this channel. And that is going to be a 2.2 Elixir Suspicious Bush Cycle deck. I can genuinely say this is the most fun I've had with any deck in a really long time. The split lane pressure that you can apply with wall breakers, suspicious bush, and a mirror of the suspicious bush is outrageous. While it's definitely not the best deck in the game, it's actually really fun and really easy to overwhelm your opponents. So all that being said, I'm done yapping. Let's go ahead and get into some games. All right, into our first match here, we're going to be tearing up a classic challenge with our 2.2 Elixir Suspicious Bush Cycle deck. In terms of starting plays, I would always recommend splitting wall breakers unless they're running a Dagger Duchess or a Cannoneer Tower. The reason that's such a good starting play is it usually forces out the building, and then you can get away with the Suspicious Bush because they don't have anything for it other than like a spell. So this is basically like a spell / building bait deck. Okay, it looks like he's running like 2.6 or oh, he has the bush as well. The reason I like our deck is because we can get the cannon down for the bush. So you can see there, he basically not wastes, but he wastes the log effectively on our suspicious bush, and it still gets damage, which is awesome. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna go wall breakers, Dark Goblin down low. Okay, I changed my mind. I think it's Hog Rider from the looks of it. And there we go. We get the Tesla out of hand once more. Okay, we're gonna get our bush down. Then our cannon here just to take care of his bush. One of the most fun pushes in the game is to go for a bush, mirror bush, but since he used his log, we're going to pressure the opposite lane. Should have an awkward hand for this. He's not back to a Tesla yet, so again, split lane pressure. We got gang on one side, wall breakers on the other. Ooh, and that Tesla is not down in time. So far, so good. Shoutouts to the dude. I saw some dude running this deck on ladder, and I was like, wow, you're actually crazy for running this deck. The one thing that, like, you know, a lot of beginners could struggle with is there is no big spell, so you need to be careful with that. Let's go in here. I want to pressure wall defending. Okay, those Larrys are going to help out there. Nice. We get the log out of hand, which means it's time to go for our bush. Suspicious bush, that is. And then I'm tempted to mirror it in the opposite lane. Let's go ahead and do it. So we have bush 1 down on that side. Right? And he has to spend on it. We have bush 2 down on the other side. That is how you're supposed to play this deck. Okay. My man is just lost. He just doesn't know how to defend this. Unfortunate timing with those wall breakers, but that's okay. We're only a few bits of damage away. This guy's playing really weird. Like, I know he's playing drill, but he's playing it oddly. I don't know how to describe it. All right, we're going to mirror our bush in the opposite lane. Get our cannon down for his bush. Oh, that Tesla's not going to work. It's going to ignore the Tesla. It ignored the Tesla on the left, and it's going to connect on the right. This dude is looking lost. Get this man a map, please. That's tower down. Oh my god, the bush combo is too much. We're going to go gang. We're going to go wall breakers. We're going to see if he logs. Nah, I think he just gave up. The bush cycle was just too much. Bush 1 and bush 2 coming down. All right, easy first game of the classic challenge. Like I said, this deck can be really confusing to defend, so definitely worth giving a try. We'll hold that W, and we'll catch you in the next match. All right, into our next match here. Hoping we can get someone that's a little more competent, but you know, defending the split lane bush push can be difficult. And whenever someone just cycles Knight at the bridge like that, it just kind of trips me up a little bit. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, why? We're going to get King Tower activated here. And then Hog Rider should go towards the cannon. Never mind. Hog Rider just decided to do his own thing. I guess that's cool with me. Alright, so we need to find out if he has Tesla or if he has cannon. Because Tesla would be way better for us because then our Suspicious Bush gets tons of value. So let's see what he does here. Oh, goes for a late. Very, very late. Ice Wizard, which is interesting. Okay, he spends a lot there. I mean, it is what it is. I don't know if I needed to spend that gang. I panicked a little bit. Better be safe than sorry. I thought he was running the traditional like Hog EQ deck, so he might not have a building at all, to be completely honest. One of the best skills that you can learn on defense is a wall breaker kite. So that way, for only 2 Elixir, you can defend while applying pressure. So if you wait till the Knight is a little more than halfway to your tower, or any, I guess doesn't have to be a Knight, any tank. Okay, he used his building. This is perfect. We can bush on one side and then bush on the other. He has to pick which side to defend. Remember, he has no building. Neither of those cards are going to defend the bush. I repeat, neither of those cards are going to defend the bush. My boy doesn't know how to defend the card just yet. And they both connect, That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Okay, and he uses his log. We're gonna go wall breakers. He'll probably force out his cannon. I don't think he's back to it yet though. Oh my god, he just has to eat it. Oh, this deck is crazy. That's what you want to do. You want to bait out their building or their log and punish with any of your other bait cards. Let's do this. I'll probably just cannon it. Depending on where he plays it, I could Dark Goblin to snipe it. Okay, we're going to go with the bush in the other lane as well. Remember, bush, mirror bush is the move. And again, that's not going to stop this. Look at it. We still get a connection on the tower. That's crazy. Okay, Firecracker, I need to be careful of. Okay, good log by him. That was smart, I'm not going to lie. I might have to double log the Firecracker. It's like a pretty bad card for my deck. Okay, really good cannon placement though. I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty flabbergasted that we defended that. Okay. I mean, it looks like all he really has is a log, so we're going to Goblin Gang high. Kind of mistimed it, but that's fine. I'm going to go Goblins and Dark Goblin in the pocket, just to make sure that we take the tower. The Goblins are going to tank for the Dark Goblin. And my man is lost. Get this man a map. Game 2 of just absolutely overwhelming our opponent. He missed the log on the Dark Goblin. The humanity, the humanity. We have 2 bushes down. Oh my god, this deck is so satisfying. I'm telling you, this deck is so fun. Alright, 2-0. We're going to hold this W, another 3 crown, and catch you in the next match. Alright, into our next match here. And I'm telling you, this deck would cook at mid ladder and upper mid ladder. So if you have your Suspicious Bush card and it's at least level 11 or 12, you can do wonders with this deck. I'm going to Skeletons here to full counter, ideally. Beautiful skeleton placement. That's a +2 trade. So now this Suspicious Bush is free for us. We're going to go here with a gang. And now we have a really nice counter push into both lanes. He's kind of in a predicament here about which lane he wants to defend. I'm sure he can't defend both. At least not super effectively. So let's do this. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to waste my cannon here. It is what it is. But again, we're going to have nice split lane pressure here. The wall breakers are going to pressure on that side. Dark Goblin should clean everything up. Shoutouts to Dark Goblin. And those Goblins on the other side are going to get a ton of damage. If he spells them, I'm going to pressure. But since he lets them go, I'm going to take my foot off the gas. Gotta know when to hold them and gotta know when to fold them. Alright, you know what to do. Bush at the bridge. Honestly, for how slow the card is, it's so menacing. Let's do this. Skeletons full counter wall breakers, if you play them early enough. He's thinking about defending the left, but he still has to defend the right. And that wizard is not going to help out with the bush. Nice, he had to play something else because he was paranoid about it. Okay, let's do this. Kite these back. And I'm just going to let that wizard connect, to be honest. 2 shots is fine. Very, very good. Needs to respond to these goblin cards, and he does. Let's get our bush down here. Suspicious Bush. Very, very good card. And we're going to mirror bush just so we can get to our gang. And so far, so good. Okay, Mega Knight is interesting. I'm going to try and get my King Tower activated if I go for the cannon like this. And then I'll have my goblins ready, right? Because then he's going to want to jump. We can pull it in. Then we can Dark Goblin here. We're going to get the King Tower activated. We have the bush down on one side, and that is an elite defense. He still needs to respond to the Suspicious Bush, okay? But guess what? We're back to another Suspicious Bush. It don't even matter. I'm going to go for defensive wall breakers here. They don't get a ton of value against the cannoneer anyway, so I'd rather use them defensively. Okay. Beautiful. Again, he needs to respond to the bush. The pressure that this deck can apply is just, it's unreal. It's seriously like infinite consistent pressure. Let's do this. Okay, we're going to cannon here. Now he has to respond to the right side and the left side. That's what this deck does so well, split lane pressure. He can't afford a Mega Knight right away. Beautiful, beautiful. Cannon's going to help out a ton against the evil wizard. At least it should. Okay. Good job, Dark Goblin. Holding it down. Gang in the middle to defend everything. Wall breakers here to pull in the bandit. Goblins here in the corner. Let's get this bush down. Oh, God. Little hiccup on the defense, but we still get a nice little wall breaker connection. Nice. The bush. If I go like this to distract the wizard, it shouldn't target the bush. And in fact, it did not. That's beautiful. Defensive wall breakers here are the move. Okay. No. Okay, good. We got the gang down in time. Oops. Okay, not my best. We're going to put our pedal to the metal here on offense. Those wall breakers are probably going to connect to the tower. Beautiful. And now we are inside log range, so I'm just going to go like boom, boom, boom. Catch that. Oh, I just realized We don't have a log. That's okay, that's okay. We just need one bush on the tower and we're A-okay. Spam, 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 spam. Everybody! Spam, 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 spam. GG's to that guy. We're going to go ahead and take that W. Catch you in the next match. So one small change I'm going to make to the deck, you know, after playing it is if instead of goblins, you want to run it with log, I think that's A-okay, especially after last game. It might be nice to have a log just, you know, it's the same elixir cost. It keeps the deck quick, and then you can get direct damage on the tower. So we're going to play with this variant, hop into the next match. All right, into our next match here against this guy. And this deck is a lot of fun, like I said. It is a good combo of fun, but like also will make you better at the game. And it's not the worst deck. Like I think a lot of times when a new card is released, like it's common players don't know how to defend certain cards. So I'm sure that people will struggle against the bush. That skeleton's like this. Okay, he goes for the void. That's super fine with me. I'm gonna pressure here. Just because he used his void, he used his bandit. Looks like we're gonna be up against Pekka here most likely. I don't have a great card for this, to be honest. I'm gonna Dark Goblin and then Wall Breakers just to get the ghost to spawn. Beautiful. I'm fine with that because, like, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't have the best hand for it. Okay, maybe it's not truly Pekka. It could be a Pekka Ram Rider. There are a lot of variants of Pekka. He could go for a Zap Predict, so I'm going to play it over here just in case. Sometimes players will go for that, especially if they're a good player. He's already seen me play the Skeletons once, so it's just good to keep that in mind. For only 2 Elixir, we can pressure hard with this Suspicious Bush card. He just goes for the Zap. We're going to pressure with the gang because these are going to be tanking for the gang. Nice, and that, look at how much elixir that forced out from him. A ton of elixir, and that is the, you know, that's the whole idea behind this deck, is force out a ton of elixir. You're getting positive trades, all of that. You can just go for a skeleton surround. Even if he zaps, I'm fine with it. It should defend it. And now he needs to respond to it. If there's 8 Evo skeletons in a line, they will usually still have to respond to it. Beautiful, look at all that swarm. He thinks we can't defend, but we can. He thinks we can't defend, but we can. Our defense is so cheap. He goes for the E-Spirit, but what about the Wall Breakers, my guy? What about the Wall Breakers? He has to use his Evo Zap. That is fine with me. Let's mirror Wall Breakers here. Like I said, the pressure is non-stop. Look at him. Look at him. What is he going to do? Oh! Double Wall Breaker connection. This man has not even touched our tower yet. And guess what? We're back to another bush. I love this deck. It's so fun. He keeps voiding on that, but like the spam that I can apply is still crazy. Okay, I don't even have to respond to that bandit, but I'm going to cycle a log just in case. He hasn't even really been able to go for a push. I mean, he can void on the cannon. Let skeleton predict the void, perhaps. Nah, he doesn't even go for it. Probably should have. We're going to go like this. That ghost isn't going to target the bush until it pops from the void. Oops. Bad bandit. That was my fault. We're going to eat some damage here because of that mistake. That's all good, though. You could zap here. He opts not to. Okay, he does there. Okay. Dark Goblin's going to do work here. And that bush, again, is threatening the tower. It takes the tower. Oh my god. Unreal. This deck. This poor Pekka player, he couldn't even go for a Pekka the entire time. GG's to this guy. We're going to hold that W and catch you in the next match. In our next match here against this player. Gonna see what we're going up against. In terms of bad matchups, I mean, I'm sure there are a lot of bad matchups. Like, any deck that has, like, poison, like drill poison would be kind of tough just because, like, it can constantly go for drills and just poison your swamp cards. That's the one weakness, is you don't really have a tank. I mean, I guess you have a building, but it's not great. Okay, so it looks like he's running... I was gonna say, I think this is the Riley deck. I saw Riley running this variant. It's like Bush Poison... or Bush Spam with like Prince and Rascals would be my guess. The Bush is so crazy because it always forces out an even or negative trade. It's just a really good card. Skeletons early here. And I'm gonna Dark Goblin low. If I log the front, it should hit the Princess as well. Yeah, that's fine with me. We'll see how he defends. Okay, he goes arrows. Let's go gang here. Beautiful. Curious to see what he does. Yeah, goes for a gang of his own. Well played, well played. No Princess in cycle to defend that, and he does need to spend on it. Okay, yeah, he goes for a Dark Goblin. Well played all around to my opponent. Might let that Dark Goblin connect because he's already gotten more damage on the other side. Beautiful. Okay, it essentially evens out the damage. Let's go in with the bush. And I think he's going to go for like a swarm on it. So let's go wall breakers. Let's see. Yeah, there's the swarm. There's the swarm. The wall breakers. Yep. That was perfectly played. He said well played. I'll go ahead and give him the little heart guy because I think that was well played. So shout outs to us. Nice. That cannon got a ton of value, so that's awesome for us. Cool. We're going to go in with the bush. I kind of like the variant of our deck. Like, I don't know if it's better, but I just like it. Skeletons here just to kind of like tank for my Dark Goblin. It's funny to say the word tank, but it kind of feels like he's tanking. Oh, man. My boy is kind of playing this weird. Like, kind of passive. I know this is aggressive. I'm going to take this. It's a really good log value. I can still defend with, like, skeletons and cannon, and we'll be okay. Like I said, we'll be okay. Not great, but we're okay. Alright. Cannon should clean up that over on that side. Need to be cognizant of, like, Princess at the Bridge. We're going to try and play a log here and, like, catch something. Oh, bad timing with him playing the knight, to be honest. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Okay. In a bit of an awkward cycle here. Evo Skeletons for the barrel. Ooh, he goes for arrows. Well played. But those double wall breaker connections going to put us back in this match. Absolutely put us back in this match. Oh, that was so much damage. Holy moly. Yeah, let's do this. Can't really take another princess shot. That's great. That's great value right there. Wall breaker split. This is well played. Again, I can never tell if he's being sarcastic, but I actually think that was pretty well played. Just like this, if he goes for the princess, that's in the back. So we're going to go ahead and catch it. Perfect. Well played to us. Let's go ahead and log here just to make sure we don't eat any damage. And we hit that. He still needs to respond to the bush. Go like this in case he princesses. Great princess prediction. And that's a good game. We beat a normal bait player with this deck. Let's go, baby. We'll hold that W. Catch you in the next one. Up here against Raphael. So far, so good with the deck. I mean, like I said, it's not the best deck in the game, but man, is it... Wow, what timing with that? That's impressive to me. He just predicted my wall breakers. Okay, we're gonna go like this to start. Looks like we might be up here against Goblin Drill. I don't know for sure, but it kind of just like looks like a Goblin Drill deck. Wow, he just eats that. I don't know if you guys are sick of playing against Goblin Drill. I know I am like at my wit's end playing against Goblin Drill. Like Drill Poison. For some reason, it just makes me like irrationally angry when I have to play against it. Maybe it's a skill issue. I feel like the card could use like a small nerf. Okay. We're gonna go skeletons in front here, and then we can get a nice little kite on the Mighty Miner here. Just a second here. Kite this back. Beautiful. That was like a picture-perfect defense in my mind. Wow, he eats both wall breakers? What the... And then he logs? Why didn't he just log on the wall breakers? I'm telling you, this deck makes people short circuit. They don't know how to defend it sometimes. Okay. Played it over here, so we're gonna go like this. Log onto everything. Beautiful, beautiful defense all around. Let's do this. I want to try and force out like a building or a log or something, so then I can go for the Evo wall breakers. Log. Okay, Ice Spirit's fine with me too. He'll probably log this. Or maybe he didn't have enough. Okay, Evo Tesla out of hand, or Tesla out of hand is fine with me. I'm considering mirroring my wall breakers to kite this. It's probably the cheapest defense I have, minus the cannon, but it also applies pressure. Oh, lol. I was like, what's happening? But they got pulled backwards because of the drill. Okay, fine with me. Bush on to one lane, and we're almost inside the range. Well, not really, where we can start going for log cycles. We still need a bit more damage, so we're not quite out of the woods yet, unfortunately. Okay. I'm going to go for a defensive wall breakers here. I don't want this to, like, splash on my tower. Yeah, no surprise to me that he takes the poison there. I think that's a good poison. Evo Skeleton should be able to full counter this entirely, so... I think that it makes sense. Shout out to Evo Skeletons. And we're going to cycle log on the tower. Like I said, it's not super easy for us to get damage, so... I'm going to pressure our opposite lane. Like I said, I don't want to be going same lane, if possible, against Goblin Drill. Oh, go Dark Goblin. Nice. Tesla comes out. We're going to cycle log on this side. Don't want to give him poison value, so let's do this. Beautiful cannon. Okay, now we can officially switch lanes. That's huge. That's like a really big deal from a matchup side of things. Okay. Let's go ahead and ganks around here. Should full counter. Evil Tesla comes down. Evil Tesla is like my worst nightmare in this matchup. And I think at this point in the match, I'm going to start cycling logs. I know it sounds ridiculous, but as the game goes on, they can pretty much always have a Tesla down. So it kind of requires me to cycle logs and suspicious bushes in the opposite lane. As ridiculous as it sounds, I know. I will log on defense here because he has the evil drill down and the like explodey guy. See, that Tesla I don't think is enough. Okay, we're gonna mirror log. Skeletons to get back to log. This is what this game has come to for me specifically. Get log. Mirror log. No, no, don't let me throw this. Don't let me throw. No, log, mirror log takes it. How crazy is that? Bush, log, mirror log, and we win the game. He doesn't even realize what just happened. Log cycle took this man out. Let's go, baby. Good game. We just beat Goblin Drill with this deck. That's crazy. All right, well, we're going to play one more. We'll see you in the next match. Into likely our last match of the video. If you made it this far, shout outs to you. I always shout out people that have made it to the last match of the video. Thank you for watching me and supporting me. You know, a growing YouTuber. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate the support and just you even watching. I'm not going to ask for anything else. I'm not going to ask for a subscription or anything like that, but just you being here watching the video helps me immensely. So shout outs to you. I'm going to try and end on a dub. All right, Dark Goblin here. Apply a little bit of pressure. It kind of looks like he's running Pekka, but no, I changed my mind. It's Royal Giant. We're going to go for defensive wall breakers here just to eat one of the fish slaps. Beautiful. And wow, good defense by him. Showtime. Ooh, showtime. Okay, let's gang. Just want to force out more Elixir. I don't want him to feel comfortable going in for an RG quite yet. You know what I mean? Okay. Okay, there's the RG. We're going to cannon and Dark Goblin low. Log as well. And once that wizard locks on, we're going to go for the gang. Beautiful. We eat no damage there. Well played. Good placement of the Dark Goblin, like, away from the tower. So that way the wizard shot didn't splash on it. We're going to do this, and these are going to connect because all he has is skeleton. So bang, bang, bang. Mwah. Dang. Up here against Royal Giant, and we're absolutely cooking right now. I don't think he runs a building, so Suspicious Bush should force out the log every time. Or if not, like a weird troop. But getting the timing down on defending the log is, like, surprisingly difficult. See, that ghost is going to walk past the bush. Like, it's not going to defend it. Which is hilarious to me. Okay, we're going to do this. Evil Wizard will, though, so it is what it is. Okay, I kind of expect him to go in here. We'll see, though. Yeah, okay, there it is. No surprise, to be honest. Once the wizard locks... Oh, yeah, we're definitely in trouble. We're in some trouble here because of the wizard and the Evo RG. Yeah, holy damage. What the yuck, Richard? Yeah, that push was brutal. I'm not going to lie to y'all. One wall breaker connection ain't going to save us, chat. Yeah, wizard, evil wizard. What is a lad supposed to do? I'm going to spread everything out. Let the wizard lock and go for the goblin gang. Go in here. No log in hand. He has to go like Ghost or something. Go, Bush, go! Go, Bush! Oh! 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 No! No! We almost had it! Oh, no! Okay, well, that was a close match. We'll keep it in there. We're gonna hop into one more game. Alright, into our last match of the video. I mean, it depends if we get a win or not. That last match was so close, and I hate ending on a loss no matter how close the match was. Like, obviously it was a really good game, but I just don't like ending on a loss. So we're gonna keep going. I want to keep going until I get a win. I don't think it'll take that long. Push card comes down. Let's do this. More so to cycle to our cannon, but also to apply pressure at the same time. an easy defense here. Yeah, shout out to Dark Goblin and Skeletons. Okay, so Goblin Giant, maybe Sparky, maybe not. Oh my gosh, he's running Spear Goblin Hut. Nope, I never thought those words were going to come out of my mouth. Beautifully timed log, going to get us some nice damage on the tower. I low-key might just mirror log because it's the same cost as the Goblin Hut, and we get chip on the tower, so I think it's worth it. Okay, so he's running Goblin Drill, Spear Goblin Hut. Maybe he's doing an all-Goblin deck. He had Spear Goblins, Goblin Hut, Goblin Drill. I think he's doing an all-Goblins deck. I might be wrong, though. Don't quote me. I think this pulls in this position. Once those Spear Goblins lock on, I'm going to go for my Evo Skeletons, like so, because they're going to clean this entire thing up. Shout outs to Evo Skeletons. Okay, we're going to go in for Wall Breakers, because a lot of the daggers will have been used, and now he has to defend both lanes. Snowball's out of hand, but he's still very low on daggers. I'm going to pressure with the Dark Goblin. It's going to help tank for the bush, I guess, or vice versa. Holy Bush Mirror Clone. Oh my god, my man is cracked. He's onto something. He's onto something. Let him cook. Let him cook. Alright, I'm just gonna mirror log. I don't wanna. We're just gonna chill. Evo Wall Breakers will actually blow up on the drill, which is nice, and then we can just play Skeletons to finish off the rest of the defense. Yeah, good enough. Good enough for the situation that we called it for. Alright, this is looking like a dub. We've gotten significant damage on the other tower as well. Props to this guy for running something unique. Like, I don't know how he thought of this deck or why he thought of this deck, but he did. And that's going to be tower down. Let's go, baby. Our Goblin deck was better, not to be Goblin elitist, but some Goblins are just better than other Goblins. Wall Breakers going in with the assist, and this is going to be a W to end out the video, so we're going to hold this W finally with our 2.2 Goblin cycle deck, and we'll see y'all in the outro. And that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. This is the deck one more time if you want to take a screenshot. It's really fun. Play it against your friends. It's kind of like a troll deck, but there is outplay potential there, and it's absolutely a deck to use. You know, if you want to get better at the game, it really helps you with, you know, your fundamental defense. Anytime you run a deck that's this cheap, it's hard to defend, like especially against a beatdown deck or anything like that. So give it a try. I hope you have fun with it. And one more time, thank you for watching. I hope to see you in another video real soon. Peace out.